Good morning. This is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Come on in, come on in. Happy fucking Friday, y'all. This is Freestyle Friyaaaayyy. You know, we made it another week down. All right. Come on in. Y'all know the rules for Freestyle Friday. Really, no rules other than respecting each other, right? Respecting each other's opinions and perspectives. We are a family on this show. All right. Come on in. I'm going to give you the morning vibes as I always do. Come on in. Come on in. And what do I always say? Step one, wake up early, go rise in the sun. Step two, you some good, some for you. Step three, think real hard about what you want to be. Step four, everybody just do your thing. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Hey, Fancy K. Hey, protagonist. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Set your affirmations. Aspirations. I got shit to do. The aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. Good morning, Charlize. Good morning. Set a goal you control. Set a goal you can control. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day and call it replication. Hey, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Good morning, Amazon 46 Triple D. Good morning, Kev. Hey, today's gonna be a Today's gonna be a Today's gonna be a good day. Get your coffee and or your tea, whatever you're drinking. Sometimes I'm barely breathing, y'all. Hey, one reliable sin. Come on, get this message. What? Hey, so I'ma fake it till I make it, crying and sad inside, but smiling on the outside. So you operate a cadence. From the thing that caused temptation. Come on. What? Wake up. Hey. Good morning, Hearts of Fire. Wake up. Good morning, Angel. Hey, wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. 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 Today's gonna be a good day. Charlize, it's a song called Good Day, Wake Up, and it's in the pop genre. And it's by artist Nefex. It's a sound bite or a song that YouTube allows me to use. They have a library of music that we can use without getting in trouble, and that's one of the songs that I chose because it fits so perfectly with my show. Right? I mean, I have my own brand, not Lil, because nothing shit. Let's not put Lil in front of what the fuck we do, right? But I have my own song that y'all hear as part of my brand. But this song I play in the morning before my show because, if you listen to the words, it's deep. It's telling you, wake up, today's going to be a good day. When he says, fake it till I make it, it takes me to a place where I have been in my worst situations, and I have smiled through it and no one has known what I was going through inside. Fake it till you make it, right? Another thing he says in there is operate one day at a time. That's how you operate a cadence. One day at a time. A lot of us have issues and we think we can solve them all at once. No, one day at a time. He also says in the song, some days I'm up and some days I'm barely breathing, y'all. These are words. This song is the fucking truth. All right. I'm so glad I found it for the show. I really am. All right. Good morning, the general. Good morning, Soulful BBW. I'm already sweating. Damn it. All right. I'm already having a hot flash moment. I'm telling you, for a person like me that likes big hair, the heat in my body does not agree with it. All right. It just doesn't. And so I just sweat. It's so annoying. It is so annoying. But it's Friday, y'all. Come on in, come on in. So I see y'all post. Listen, y'all ain't been shit out here on the social media streets. Okay. Now I've been out there too, ain't being shit with y'all. I'm just saying. You know, Elizabeth died. Okay. And I don't understand why there's a king and a queen anyway, but that's always been a confusing thing for me. I mean, a country that keeps a family in royalty just because they stole other countries. I I, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. And it makes my ass itch because, people, this is where I constantly say people are different, right? And so I'm not mad at those people that celebrating the queen. That's their business, right? I'm not mad at them at all. But don't be the fuck mad at me, right? Because I'm not celebrating her. This is all the fuck I'm saying. Have the same respect I have for you. If you mourning the queen or Elizabeth or whatever the fuck you called her, if you are mourning her, so be it. That's on you. That's your choice. I'm not. Well, this is a hard one. I'm trying not to judge because what the fuck? I'm trying not to judge, but a lot of the reasons why motherfuckers, we've had so much shit is because of them. A lot of it. But if you mourning her, that's your business. But you're not going to tell me how to feel about this Elizabeth. Okay. All right. Got my own feelings. And they are what they are. All right. I don't understand people. People are weird. Like, society is weird. They expect us to mourn the same things, like the same things, agree with the same things. I don't the fuck know. Good morning, Pat. Georgie said it's been a long, tiring week. Been here every day, quiet. Why you been so quiet, Georgie? What's going on? Why you been so quiet? That's not like you. Listen, the kids are back, so I understand. Right? Number two, school has started. Ugh. Next week, I'm on child duty. Okay, because the mama is going on honeymoon, and it's gonna be rough. I did take vacation, right? Because it's been a while since I've had to get up, take a child to school, cook every day, go on day, and make sure a child eats and stuff like that. So it's gonna be an interesting week, and I have my mother here, right? So it's gonna be a lot. It's going to be a lot, right? And so, with that being said, my schedule with Coffee with Friends is going to be quirky next week because my grandson got to be to school at 8:30, and normally I'm on my show at 8 o'clock. Not normally, I'm on my show at 8 o'clock. So this is going to be very, very interesting how I do my show next week. And so I might have to move my show next week to 9 a.m. just for next week. So I know a lot of you might be doing other things by 9 a.m. in the morning. But if you don't get to join the show next week at 9 a.m., right, at least you can do the playbacks. All right. That's it. And that's all. All right. So that's going to be next week. Next week, I think I'm going to move my show to 9 a.m. because I have child duty next week. I have to get them into school. All right. Um, Good morning, Glamour 47. Heart to Fire said, I don't get why people drag someone after death. I'ma drag you while you are alive. Baby, I dragged the queen alive. And I'm not dragging her in death. I'm just not understanding why so many people are so heartbroken over her passing. Like, especially the black folk. Like, I mean, I'm just, guys, read your history. I don't know. Good morning, I am Jacinta. Read your history. That's all I'm saying. The fuck? Read your history. Why are we keeping this family in royalty? For what? Motherfuckers are hungry all over the world, and we keeping people in royalty for what? For what? Colonizing? I'm still trying to understand. Some people might not, agree with my position, but I'm like, I don't know. That's just me. Wait, hard to find. Hard to fire, right? Hard to fire said, Chunk is grown now. I saw him. Let him cook. I know that's right. He ain't gonna cook. All he do is come here and tell me what he want to eat, what he want to do. And he has an active lifestyle. He takes drum lessons. He's in swim lessons. So that's gonna be another thing, that I gotta do with him while he's here. So, this is the role of a grandmother, right? I keep asking y'all motherfuckers, why do y'all motherfuckers go out and say, please make me a grandmother? I have never asked anybody to make me a grandmother, right? They made me a grandmother before I was ready. I had to be ready. Okay. But I was never in a position that said, oh my God, I can't wait to be a grandmother. I don't know what the fuck that feels like. All right. All I know is that I've been grandmothering for 20 years. That's all I know. All right. I am the said, oh, protagonist said neutral, negative. All right. Well, you neutral about what? The queen dying or whatever. I am the said, my husband came in the room and said, Queen died. I said, Queen Latifah, I almost broke down crying. Right. You got to be specific. You got to be specific. I'm just saying. Gotta be specific. Georgie said the lady was 95, 96, I think. Right? How are you mourning? They should have been ready for this. It's about damn time. Like, I mean, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Like, I can understand, being sad if it's a family member and it's a loss because it's a void. How long we want to hold on to motherfuckers? When they die at 96, we be like, why they had to die? Well, how long were they going to be here? 96 is a blessing. But the memes are just fucking hilarious. Black Twitter and Irish Twitter are acting the fuck out. And I haven't laughed so fucking hard in the last 2 days. And it's so damn sad because it's supposed to be a funeral. Like, people are in mourning, and these fucking memes that are going around social media, the internet is ruthless, y'all. It just is. It's ruthless. Okay. I cannot. Hey, Shirley. Good morning. Good morning. So, y'all, thank you, Protagonist, aka Kev SD, for letting me know that my website was not functioning. Kev SD, aka Protagonist, was trying to diligently get a hoodie. Did y'all get your hoodies yet? Probably not, because my credit card expired and my domain was suspended. And so no one could purchase anything. And so I'm glad I can't keep up with these businesses, y'all. Sometimes it just be too much, right? And so thank God Protagonist said to me, I'm trying to buy a damn hoodie and I'm getting an error on the site. And I'm like, what? So when I went to the site, it was like, bitch, update your credit card because you fucking around. You trying to sell shit and your domain payment ain't made. Well, I made sure the domain payment is made. The credit card is updated, y'all. So if you want to go to my website, roartothebone.com, and get yourself a unisex hoodie, do that. All right. It is hoodie season. All right. Yes. Keep an eye out on the likes. If you came in here on IG, give me the hearts, y'all. That keeps me in the algorithm. If you're coming in through YouTube, make sure you come in with the thumbs up. All right. And if you come in on Facebook, make sure you give me the like and you say, hey. All right. And so back to my website. I updated my website. So now you could go and spend all your money on my website. So one of the things that I haven't advertised in a while, right? Because sometimes I get overwhelmed and business gets a lot. But one of the topics I talked about on Coffee with Friends, a while ago was about the impact of words. Okay, today is Freestyle Friday. We can talk about anything we want to talk about. I'm coming to the table with my own shit. Oh, and I'm gonna drop the guest link because I like that shit. I want people to jump on and talk and contribute your Freestyle Friday topic yourself. I love that. It's Freestyle Friday. If you have a topic or a question you want to introduce, hop on the camera and introduce your topic. So I'm gonna go out there and drop the guest link for those that are watching on YouTube. and Facebook, you will see the guest link. Okay. Hop in and ask your question, any question. We accept all questions. All right. Or your situation or a testimony or just some shit you want to talk about on a Freestyle Friday. So I had talked about a while back that words hurt. And from my own personal experiences, okay, I have had struggles with bouncing back from things people said to me, right? And one of the things that irritates my soul is when, words hurt me and I bring this to the person's attention and they say to me, "Oh my God, it's just words. You're such a baby." This is what has been said to me. "You're such a baby. Words, sticks and stones may break my bones," and all of this bullshit to try to gaslight you to think that it's fucking okay to say certain things to you. Sometimes words hurt more than the physical impact of a blow, right? I could put a stake on my eye, I could put a band-aid on my cut, but sometimes words cause a trauma that takes time to unpack, right? Imagine being called stupid as you were growing up a lot of your life. That was, not my situation, but imagine you know just being called a bitch for no reason, or being called a deadbeat. You know how women call these men deadbeats, and some of them really are not. Some of them are really struggling. Words are really powerful. People going around calling each other whores, sluts, bitches, liars, right? Words hurt. So if you understand the impact of words, all right, and that they cause as much trauma as physical impact, right? This is why we have, verbal abuse, mental abuse, and physical abuse. Verbal abuse lends into the mental, right? Into the mental. And I went through some things in a relationship where I tried to express to the person that the way they speak to me is uncomfortable. It makes me feel awkward. It causes an uneasy feeling in me, and it started to make me question some of the things about myself, right? That's when you are in a toxic environment. I was breaking down, y'all. All right. Just from words. And the person was like, "Oh, it's just words." Right. And so I designed this t-shirt. Right. Now, a lot of people are not going to be brave enough to wear this t-shirt because it has a lot of words on here like whores on here. All right. But there's a lot of other words on here: deadbeat, like I mentioned, trash, greedy. Okay. All kinds of words on here. And no judgment is on here. You can see judgment right here. All right. This shirt is filled with a bunch of words. Cheater. If you've ever cheated and you're constantly being called a cheater, even though you are trying to do better, even though you are healing, the t-shirt comes with a care card. I have washed and dried my shirt, right? This shirt is called Words Hurt. The X that you see across it is to say no. This is no judgment. This is my no judgment X. And this red X is real red paint, right? Emulating the bleed that happens within us when we're trying to heal from words spoken. So this is one of my t-shirts, guys, that I have out there on my website called Words Hurt. All right. So check it out. And again, a lot of my t-shirts that need special care come with a special care card. All right. So make sure you are going onto my website and you are supporting a sister. All right. I also have the dad hats that match these shirts, but it just has the X. Y'all seen it. I wear it. Oh, here it is. Y'all see me wear it. My X Judgment hat with my X Judgment t-shirts. I have the plain black X Judgment t-shirt with the red X that goes across it. And I also have this one that's called Words Hurt. So if you have ever been affected by words, verbal abuse, okay, that's what this shirt represents. It represents verbal abuse, which lends to mental abuse. All right. And so this shirt was designed based on the things that I had to personally heal from. These words that you see on this t-shirt are words that I have heard at least once in my lifetime said to me. All right. And if you share that pain, or if you know someone that shared that pain, represent, wear the shirt, right? Again, some people are not going to be brave enough to wear it because it does have some derogatory words on it like bitch and whore, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. This is a true story. This is a t-shirt created based on my own trauma. All right. So support a sister, raw2thebone.com. All right. Hey, So Blessed 2021. One reliable sin said, I'm with you, Georgie. I was saying the same thing, and now it's 10 days of mourning. The fuck? Hey, Interior Rue. Good morning. So blessed that happy Friday. I haven't been on this week because school has started, so my days have been crazy. That's gonna be me next week. I just talked about that. That's gonna be me next week. All right. Good morning, Sai Abdullah. Good morning. Good morning, health and wellness. Good morning. Good morning. Heart to Fire said it was my sister. I was a whore and a bitch to her for 10 years. Y'all think this is a game. Here's the word whore right here, right? And bitches on here too. Where's bitch? Bitch is right here. Okay? My own trauma. Okay? So these shirts are available. And don't get on there talking about the price because this is real paint on here. This shirt was designed and I paid for it. I don't get major discounts. I'm not a big company. And so I'm not making like a lot of money from this, but I have to charge something to make a profit, right? But this is really the no judgment line is really a personal line for me. It really lends to when this line was designed, it's just the t-shirts were designed and the hats were designed. It was with my own trauma in mind. I wanted to share it, right? Where my pain, where would I healed from? All right. So that's it and that's all. Support a sister. All right. Happy Friday, y'all. I threw the guest link up there. Make sure y'all hop on. This is Freestyle Friday. The only rule I have is that you respect each other's perspectives and opinions. That's what we are about. We are a safe space. Okay. That doesn't mean you have to agree with everybody's opinion. That just means you respect it. Okay. And you can have any rebuttal that you want. Just respond to people's response and we get along like a big family. Why? Because there are learned lessons, right? In listening to others' opinions and perspectives. No one person knows it all. And if you are that person that comes on here and says, I know it all, you're toxic. You're toxic. And you need to be here, right? You need to be here because you need to get some of this healing power. All right. And so good fucking morning. Let me go up and read some of these comments. Amazon 46 Triple D said, I need a 3X. Baby, I don't have a 3X. I'm sorry. Guys, I used to have 3Xs in my inventory, but the issue with the 3Xs, right? When you have a small business, right? This is what a lot of people don't understand. I do my very best to keep my prices at a reasonable point without breaking holes, right? But again, I don't get much of a discount. I'm not buying in bulk. All right. And so when I was getting the 3Xs, the wholesalers were charging me more money for sizes above 2X, which meant that I anywhere from $10 to $20 additional for a 3X and above, right? Which meant that I would have to transfer that cost on to the t-shirt when I sold it. And when I tried that the first one or two times, nobody was fucking with those sizes. So I had to stop. So I'm sorry, Amazon 46 Triple D. I do not go up to a 3X, right? But these shirts that I'm selling are unisex. All right. So they're not a woman's small, medium, and large. They're like a man's small, medium, and large. So if you are a medium woman, you can probably get a small in this. I would say yes, definitely get a small in this. All right. I have mine in a medium and it's roomy. I could have did a small. Okay. Protagonist said, when I get home to my computer, I'm going to order one with the Scully and rock it on my YouTube show. And let's go, Protagonist. I appreciate that shit. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that shit. I'm not one, and I'm not judging. I'm not one to scroll my Cash App and shit across the screen. That's just me. But I do have a website with shit you could buy. This way you get something and I get something. This shit costs me money to run, y'all. It do. It do. It costs me money to run. All right. So listen, I want to share something on my screen real quick, right? Something that a Coffee with Friends member has shared with me, and it's really deep. So for Facebook and YouTube, you can see it on my screen, and I'm going to read it, right? Because this is going to be important for some of the states voting this November, okay? Slavery. It's a damn shame that in fucking 2022, we still talking about slavery and what's written in the laws and how we're voting, right? And so slavery is on the ballot in 5 states this November. I need you guys that live in Alabama, Louisiana, Oregon, Tennessee, and Vermont to pay attention to this, okay? Yes, you read that correctly. Slavery is on the ballot in 5 states this November. The 13th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which ended slavery when it was ratified in 1865, states neither slavery nor involuntary servitude. Then it says, except as a punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. Did y'all hear that? It said, which ended slavery when it was ratified in 1865, states neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for a crime. The exception highlighted in the 13th Amendment created a loophole allowing for involuntary servitude of those in prison. So this is how they keep fucking slavery alive. Pay the fuck attention, y'all. Involuntary servitude, aka slavery. What the fuck are we doing? Slavery is on the ballot. How are y'all voting in these 5 states? Alabama, Louisiana, Oregon, Tennessee, and Vermont. How are you going to vote? These states will decide whether to remove this punishment, exception for involuntary servitude, from their state constitutions. How does this even fucking exist in these days and times? So basically, what this is saying is that if you get convicted of a crime and you end up in prison, you're a slave. They can use you as a slave. And they do. And they absolutely do. And they try to pawn it off by saying they pay the prisoners 25 cents a week for some shit for the work that they do. No, it's servitude. Pay attention. This country is fucked up, y'all. This country is really fucked up. I need y'all to pay attention. If you live in those fucking states, I pray to God that you are voting right. If you on this show, you better be voting against that shit. I don't think anybody on this show is for slavery or servitude. But this is what's going on. We don't, you know, this country is weird. It really is. It's weird. Okay. Hearts of Fire says, has anyone seen Protagonist videos? I think that I want to play him as a skit for Halloween. Right? He'd be like, hey, yo, this is episode 252. This is your boy Protagonist. I love it. I love his flow in advertisements. If you aren't following him, please do so. Yes, follow Protagonist, y'all. aka Kev SD. All right. I love his videos. Hey, this is Super Kev, aka Protagonist. This is episode 255. Right? And we are here to talk about the fourth income. I love it. I love it. I am Jacinta said, is it the delivery or is it the actual words? Great question. So I am Jacinta said, is it the delivery or is it the actual words? Right? That's a tricky question. And I think I'm going to say it's the delivery, it's the timing of the words. Because think about it, I am Jacinta, right? We're talking about words hurt, right? We laying in the bed and we fucking our partners and they be like, you sexy bitch. We're not mad, right? Yeah, I want to fuck you like a whore. We're not mad. We're not mad. Now you can't pull my hair in bed and be like, you stupid hoe. No, that's too far. Right. But I get the question is a good question. So I think it's placement, it's timing, right? It's the same way when we're having an argument, right? Versus when we're joking. When you're sitting on the couch with your significant other and you're like, ha ha ha, you so stupid, I swear. Nobody gets mad, right? But when you're in an argument and you're and you're having a serious conversation, right? And someone goes, "You're so fucking stupid." Uh-uh. That's fighting words because now, when we were sitting on the couch and we were joking, you so crazy, you so stupid. I knew to take that light. You didn't mean it, right? But proper use means a lot. Okay? If we are in a serious conversation, don't call me trash. Don't call me a bitch. Don't do it to hurt me. See, when we are joking, we are fucking, we are in a light mood. You're not saying these words and you're not using them as a weapon. But when these words are used as a weapon, so I guess AKA delivery, right? When you weaponize these words, that's when it becomes a problem. Okay? When you weaponize these words, because we sing bitch, whore, slut all day in these rap songs that's on the radio, right? But when you weaponize the words is when it becomes a problem. And when the person has told you that you hurt them based on the delivery of your words and the way you weaponize them and they don't give a fuck, that's the part. That's when the trauma starts to creep in, right? That's when you start to adjust. If you stay in that environment like me, right? I try to adjust and I try to deal with letting the words bounce off, but they didn't bounce off. They stopped bouncing off after a while and they started penetrating, right? And it makes you second guess yourself, no matter how confident you are. This is a problem with being in a relationship with someone that's narcissistic. Because no matter how many times you tell this person their behavior is affecting your mental, state, they don't give a fuck. It's a fucking sickness. So great question. I am Jacinta said, is it the actual words or is it the delivery? Hey, Madison 1228. Hearts of Fire said it was I read that. Health and Wellness says, I was just talking about this, how people speaking on people and they don't know what the other person is going through or what it takes to obtain things and achieve those goals. Absolutely. So many, health and wellness, a lot of people have a lot of shit to say without really. And this is why the other day I posted something, in my story. And I said it was going to go over a lot of people's head because the statement that I made was it's easier for other people to walk in your shoes. What did I mean by that? Right? Example. If I tell someone, "Oh, this motherfucker called me a bunch of words and it hurt me," and that person goes, "Oh my God, you blowing things out of proportion. You shouldn't take these things so serious. If that was me, it wouldn't bother me." That's a person that's trying to walk in my shoes and they're making it easy because they're not actually going through the situation. They're from the outside looking in, so they give you their perspective without feeling the impact that you felt from it. So they go, "Oh, you should do this," or "Oh, you should do that," and "Oh, you should do this." That's what I mean when I say it's easier for other motherfuckers to walk in your shoes, because so many people will come in and be like, oh, you should do this and oh, you should do that. And this is so simple and I wouldn't do this and I wouldn't do that. But you're not me and I'm not you, right? So we don't know what the other person is going through. Everybody deals with things differently. Differently. Good morning, mother. Yes, hillbilly. Absolutely. And this and hillbilly, this contributes to that too. Childhood trauma, right? Childhood trauma. This is not only contributed to attributed to people that deal with words hurting as an adult. This could be from childhood trauma. How many kids grow up being called stupid, ugly, right? And how many of you were those kids that grew up and still trying to unpack that trauma, still second guessing yourself, have low confidence levels because somebody spewed these words at you as you were growing up? Liar. Hey, ghost. Good morning. Yes, words hurt for children. That's why we have to be careful with the way we speak to each other, right? I'm just into say, wow, that's deep. Love it. Thanks for explaining the reason behind the shirt design. Yes, that is the reason behind the shirt design. This is the reason. And, and it's not just, non-believer. When I was in a relationship with someone that was really religious and I wasn't really religious, they made me feel like I was the devil, right? Oh, you're a non-believer. You don't believe in anything. And I was like, I believe what the fuck I want to believe in, right? And so all of these words on this shirt are personal to me because I have heard these things said to me at least once or twice or three times in my lifetime. Okay. And it's not just me hearing it. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there. So I wanted to take a few minutes and explain the reason that this shirt was designed. The X Judgment line was designed in general. You see, I even have my own coffee mug that says X Judgment. All right. This is what I'm serious about, this line. Okay. All right. And so with that, y'all, enough about that shit. All right. If you want to spend your money, go do so. If not, I still love y'all. All right. So enough about that. This is Freestyle Friday. What did I bring to the table for Freestyle Friday today? Because I can't depend on y'all all the time. I have to bring my own topics. Apologies. I posted this on my page, yesterday or the day before? Was it yesterday? I said, just because someone apologizes doesn't mean you have to accept it. What does that mean to y'all? Because someone apologizes doesn't mean you have to accept it. That's my contribution on this Freestyle Friday. How do you feel about that statement? I'm waiting. And I have the guest link up. I'm going to throw it up there again in case it got buried in the comments. The guest link is there for anybody that wants to join. If you join into the podcast, make sure your Wi-Fi is good. Okay. If you're in your house and you're on your Wi-Fi, go to the room that's closest to your modem. If you don't have the wire mesh expansion system, right? Go to the room where your modem is, because it takes a lot to stream. All right. And our bandwidth with everybody working from home is shitty. Everybody's bandwidth is struggling. All right. But what does it mean when the statement is said, just because you apologize doesn't mean I have to accept your apology? What does that mean to you? I'm asking. Yes, I am Jacinta. Keep counting my likes. Come on, y'all. Make sure you like the video. Yes. Let me go up and read some of the comments so far that we got on YouTube. Wow, y'all are busy over here. All right. My website is rawtothebone.com. It's very simple, y'all. All right. I'll put it up on my screen so that y'all could look at it for a minute. All right. That's my website. Morning, Zen. Morning. What does it mean when we say Um, just because you apologize does not mean it has to be accepted. The guest link is up there, y'all. You don't have to type. You could just jump on and tell me what you think about that. Just because you apologize, it doesn't have to be accepted. Do y'all understand what that means? And the reason why I want to talk about this is because, I saw a couple of things out there where Chris Rock did not accept the latest Will Smith's apology, right? And people are like, well, damn, Will apologized. So, like, y'all are weird. Like, motherfuckers are weird. Like, so what? You apologize. Like, okay, you apologize. When people apologize, they hope that their apology is accepted, right? But just because you apologize does not mean the other person has to accept your apology. Right? This is what we need to start normalizing, y'all. Just because somebody apologizes does not mean it has to be accepted. That's a courtesy. Okay. And if you don't accept the apology, because someone commented on my post when I posted this, they said, well, it's good to accept an apology because it gives you closure. Why? You could get closure without an apology. I have learned motherfuckers have done some shit to me and never turned around and apologized. Oh, I got some other shit to tell y'all. My family gonna cut me over this, but I don't even give a damn. All right, my mother, she already know how I feel about it, but I'm gonna share this with y'all. And this is a true situation that just happened yesterday with my family, but they cracked me the fuck up. And I know when they hear this, they're gonna be like, she's a bitch. But I don't care. All right. So I'm gonna say it anyway. It's my show. Anybody can come on my show and call me a liar or tell me I was wrong. I welcome that shit. But see, the RAW that you see before you is no longer going to take nobody's shit. Like, you're not gonna just, I'm gonna manage things the way I want to manage them. And if you have hurt me in the past, and if you are not engaged in my life on a regular basis, keep that same fucking energy all the time. I'm going to tell y'all more about that. All right. But back to the apology. You can get, in my opinion, my asshole contribution, right? I feel like you can have closure without an apology. I have had to learn to have closure without an apology. Right? Motherfuckers think that they can go around and hurt you and just say sorry. And you're supposed to be like, okay. No, not every apology needs to be accepted. Do y'all know how long it takes for people to unpack trauma from the things that other people do to them? And you think that you're going to do some whack shit to me that has caused me trauma that I might have to onboard a therapist for, that's going to take me years to unpack. You think you're going to come to me and say sorry and you're going to feel better in a matter of 5 minutes? And here I am, got to get ready to go on a journey of healing for the next few years? Fuck that shit. It is okay not to accept an apology, y'all. People are weird. I'm going to take a pause on that and go read the damn comments, okay? Y'all see my website, right? All right. Y'all got the website. Now I'm going to go back to my regular. All right. Amazon said, I always miss out because of my boobs. Most nice things don't come in larger sizes. Well, you're blessed with extra boobies. We all can't have the same thing. They gotta be y'all with the big boobies out there somewhere. The fuck? Hey, Ophiuchus. Oh God, I'm just gonna say Ophi. All right. Ophi. Amazon also said, I am used to it through the story of my life. Georgie said 1865. When did the police jury systems begin? The day after this? Baby, the fuck. They they on top of slavery. Hearts of Fire said after the ending of slavery is where the mass incarceration came to pass. Exactly. That was the alternate route to slavery. I'm telling you. Georgie said, did y'all hear recently that the two judges, was it two judges or three judges that got arrested because they were supporting the private jail, the private prison system by locking away young men and women for crimes that they were innocent of, but they were just locking them up and keeping them in these jails for profit. That's why I say there's a lot of motherfuckers sitting in jail that are innocent. There is mass incarceration going on, probably still. My brother right now, who's in the Hooskow, is sitting in one of those private prisons. It's terrible. You know what the private prisons look like? In his case, his look like a warehouse. It's a warehouse, limited security. If they wanted to bust out and fight and cut each other, they could, because they don't invest in security in there. They don't give them good medical health treatment. The private prison industry is nothing but another alternative to slavery. Period. My brother is sitting in a private prison right now, and it's awful. Okay. Heart to Fire. Oh, Georgie said that's why white people get mad at the cops. They feel like the system was made to recapture and use the slaves. But based on that shit, that's what it's for. They throw you in jail and you become a slave. Servitude. Cheryl Lee said exactly. One of the reasons our system has majority blacks incarcerated. The fuck? But they wash it away by giving them 15 cents a month. Talking about they making money. Madison said, my girlfriend, this is on apologies being accepted. The fuck? You don't have to accept every apology. You don't. If you don't want to, have you ever been the person, someone says sorry, and deep down inside you like, fuck that bitch, but you be like, okay, I accept your apology, but deep down inside you be like, I ain't fucking with this bitch again. So why you lie? Why you lie and tell the person you accept their apology, but deep down inside you like, fuck this bitch, I'm not messing with this bitch again. Who did you accept the apology for? You or them? Just be honest. Nah, I'm good, peeps. I'm good. Madison said, my girlfriend hurt my feelings and apologized days later. She asked, do I accept? I said no. She was annoyed and felt I was wrong. Kick rocks. I wasn't ready. To the people that hurt people. And we're human, so I talked about this the other day. There's intentional hurt and there's unintentional hurt, right? So if you intentionally hurt someone, whether you intentionally or unintentionally hurt someone, and you apologize, also factor in that the person that's been hurt might need the time to unpack that shit. Just because you fucking apologize, the person does not have to move within the time span that you need. Why are you annoyed? Because they don't accept your apology. Madison said, mind you, she didn't really feel like she was wrong. So, oh well, that's the other thing. Why do motherfuckers apologize when they don't feel they're wrong? Do you think that's a genuine apology? Fuck you. And that's where Chris Rock is probably at. Like, no, sir. You slapped me in front of millions of people. And it took you how long to come up with a genuine apology? Chris Rock called it a hostage video. A hostage apology. Because in the movies, when you watching a movie and they got a hostage and they put the hostage in front of the camera and they have like these flashcards or some shit that you got to read. That's what Chris Rock was saying Will Smith's apology was like. And I'm not mad. But that made me think further beyond the Chris Rock and Will Smith situation. It made me think about things that happened in my life, things that people have told me that has happened in their life, and the apologies that come in. I know a lot of people that have come to me and said, oh, she apologized, but fuck that bitch. So then if it's fuck that bitch, why did you accept the apology? I'm asking. Heart to Fire said prisons were built for black people. Okay. I am, and you know the funny shit is, this is funny but not funny. Prisons, right? When my brother, because my brother has been in and out the Hooskow from young, right? When my brother was in a Hooskow in New York, right? I used to go upstate and visit him, and I see a bunch of black folks, right? A bunch of black folks on the bus going up there, and I was like, damn, it's a bunch of black folks in jail. It wasn't until I moved to New Jersey, and y'all gonna be like, this bitch. And my son got arrested, okay, and he ended up in Middlesex County Jail, okay, right there in South Brunswick, off of Route 1. Okay. I went there and baby, The diversity had me bugging the fuck out. Listen, I was used to getting on the bus with a bunch of Black and Spanish folks. Okay. When I went to Middlesex County Jail, I was like, whoa, all these white people, Indian people in here. I was like, wow, they in here packed up just like we are. They got their you feel me clothes on too, visiting their motherfucking kids. As a matter of fact, I used to go every week, and there was this little old white lady who used to go visit her grandson. Baby, one week I went and I sat down and I said, where's the little old lady? I miss her little ass. They said she got arrested because she was sneaking in drugs to her grandson. I, I'm just saying, motherfuckers be thinking it's a majority of Blacks the fuck up in there. But y'all, when I moved to New Jersey and my son ended up in the Hooska, I was like, baby, it's the rainbow. It's the fucking rainbow. I wasn't used to it. And you know how friendly, you didn't have people standing on the prison line waiting to go see their kids and their husbands and shit, cussing each other out. No, everybody was friendly because why? We were all fucking equal. We all the fuck up in this jail trying to visit our kids or no, not me. I was never visiting my man. Never had a man that I visited in jail. No. If y'all see me in jail, it's my brother or my son. Okay? The fuck. Okay? But these motherfuckers was packed in there and we were all equal. I'm just saying. Hillbilly said for slavery to work, the slavers must pay for food, clothing, and housing. Who makes more than that now? Slavery is more than a word, it's a system. I agree with that. It's definitely a system. It's definitely a system. Good morning, Theo. Interior Rue said, don't leave out these corporations that profit from the cheap labor. That part. That part. Like when we buy clothes from Shein, what we thinking, y'all? What y'all think is happening behind the scenes in Shein? When you get that $20 dress that they probably made for $2, what do you think is happening behind the scene? Every time I order from Shein, I feel like a little bit of guilt. I be like, damn, I wonder if the warehouses are like a slave trade where everybody's packed up in there sewing these dresses together. But I'd be like, damn, that $20 dress is fire. We contribute to that shit to a point. Madison said, Chris is so right. Will is wrong. Took his time, went on vacation, and then staged the apology. Nope. Right. And Chris Rock is standing up using it as material for his stand-up comedy. And people are like, this is why. Somebody made a comment on it and said, this is exactly why Chris Rock got the fuck slapped. And I was like, damn. So y'all mad at Chris Rock because he got slapped and he not accepting an apology. Y'all are fucking weird. I don't have to accept an apology. Nobody has to accept an apology, y'all. Y'all are fucking weird. Okay? And when I say y'all are weird, I'm talking about the people who feel that way. Where the shoe fits. Be Cinderella if you want to be. Slip your foot right in that shoe. But you're weird. You're weird. Amazon. Oh, have you seen SD Kev with his son? Yes, we see the pictures with Super Kev, baby Super Kev, right? The smiles are gorgeous and just lights up the place. I love seeing them interact. See that, protagonist? We're all following you. We see you. We see the growth of those on the show. All right. Hillbilly said, apology. Oh, so no one is coming on the camera today? Freestyle Friday. Nobody got the shits to talk about on Freestyle Friday. It's almost 9 o'clock. Y'all missing the opportunity. Hey, Uhu. Exactly. Madison, I think there's some shit in the water. Because Madison said comedians joke about their life, always have. I don't know all of a sudden why it's a big deal when comedians joke about their lives or other people's lives. Kevin Hart been doing it. Richard Pryor been doing it. Eddie Murphy. All these motherfuckers been doing it. All of a sudden, people in their feelings. But Chris Rock is using this slap material to his listen. He every time Will Smith pop out with something stupid, Chris Rock is going to add it to his comedy act, and I ain't mad at him. Make your money, Chris. Fuck that. You don't have to accept apologies. Y'all are weird. Stop expecting people to accept apologies. And y'all need to stop accepting apologies y'all don't even really accept deep down inside. We need to be more honest. This is where accountability comes in. How you accepting somebody's apology, but you still hurt from it? And you don't really accept it deep down inside, but you freed this person from being accountable for the hurt that they put on you because you were like, I accept your apology. So now you got to go take your sad ass over to therapy to unpack this shit. Nah, fuck that. Hillbilly said apology number one can be forgiven. Apology number two means apology number one wasn't real. Zen said, true, you don't have to accept someone's apology, even if they are sincere. Also, if you forgive someone, that forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness is not for their benefit and does not excuse them, in period. And people need to understand that. When people say, I forgive you, it don't always mean, you know, for you to be able to sleep at night. No, motherfucker, I'm about to lay my happy ass head on this pillow and close my eyes. And I might not fuck with you again. But I might say I forgive you because I need to work on that healing aspect in my life. But if I deep down inside do not forgive you and I'm not ready to move on, I'm not going to accept your apology. Right? And this is something that I would have to work on. When I'm ready to accept the apology in my time, I will fucking do that. I'm just saying. Pat said also going to jail, you might become an unwilling organ donor. This is why when my son was in the Who Scout, I became, listen, I called up to that jail because the one thing, guys, if you have family members in jail, the one thing that's important to know is that they need to know that they have family members on the outside. Because if they think there's motherfuckers are in there and they ain't got no family members and no support system on the outside, they will do whatever the fuck they want to do with them. Baby, hand to God. When my son was in the Who Scout, I called up to Middlesex County Jail so many damn times that the administrator knew my name. They will automatically transfer me to the administrator. I wrote letters to the warden, sent them certified, certified to my lawyers, certified to the warden. I said, listen, if I felt like my son wasn't getting proper medical care, he wasn't in if he was in a section of the jail that I didn't like, I wrote letters. I called up. I complained, right? They knew that this motherfucker had a mother out here that was watching and paying attention. Okay? All right. It got to a point where, listen, I had a friend at work, a coworker at work that had a CO that worked in the building that went and checked up on my son. And that motherfucker came back and said, you ain't got to worry about your son. He know how to jail. He's good. I was that bitch. All right. So yes, you might become an unwilling organ donor. This is why it's important to let these motherfuckers know that they got family on the outside, that just because they in jail don't mean that their family members threw them away. Right? They gotta have a support system because these motherfuckers will do what they want with your kids and your husband, your sisters and your brothers. Okay. Georgie said, oh my God, not the grandma drug smuggler. Yup. Her grandson probably talked her into it. She walked in there, oh, little old white lady, little white hair. And, she had her little cane and shit like that. But she was smuggling drugs because, they don't be checking the old ladies like they be checking us. Theo said, don't ask me if I accept your apology. Just apologize. That part. Don't say, I apologize. Do you accept it? Just apologize. Why do you need to know if I accept it? You're looking for closure. So you didn't apologize to me. You apologize because you want to feel comfortable knowing that I accept it, because you want to sleep at night. But you fucked me up and I ain't slept in a week. So now you want to sleep tonight? No. Don't ask me if I accept your apology. Just apologize. Zen said, I have two friends that own small businesses and make clothing. Sheen has stolen both of their designs and started selling them. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. Okay. The only way you could get around that, right? And I had to learn this with my business and my t-shirts and shit, even my business. I got attacked in the beginning. Not in the beginning, but just this past year, I got attacked, right? You know, I own my artwork though. See, this is the thing. This is the thing. Certain artwork I own. So when you buy, like, the hat that has, I don't have it in front of me right now, but when you buy my hoodies that say R2TB, I own that. Okay. So if somebody, those are my logos. Like I own some of the artwork. So what happens is when I print t-shirts with the artwork that I own on there, if anybody steals it, I also have a trademark attorney. Right. So I send the information to my trademark attorney, and my trademark attorney deals with the shit. Having a business costs money. Okay, so I have a trademark attorney that ensures that if I have any issues with anybody using my Coffee with Friends name, which is trademarked, or my Raw to the Bone name, which is registered, okay, or any of my artwork that is mine, I have paperwork that says I own the artwork. Okay, and so anytime anybody tries to take it and I see it, I just notify my damn attorney. That's it, and that's the fuck all. But it costs money to fight these companies. Somebody just did that to a guy. Did y'all see the black guy that designed a shirt and it simply just says free? It's a black shirt and it says free. He designed it a couple of years ago, went to a couple of industry or some kind of party, and people recognized the shirt, complimented him in the shirt. He has pictures of himself in the shirt. And then a couple of years later, he see Puff Daddy wearing the shirt and other artists wearing the shirt. Come to find out, Balenciaga stole his design. Right? But see, the smart thing is the guy has pictures of the design from 2 years ago. He has proof that he was the one that first had the design. All you have to do is mail yourself a copy, mail yourself your design, right? And that times that mail date on the envelope is your form of copyright. Know how to protect your property. Okay. So now he's in conversations with Balenciaga. So you know what Balenciaga is going to do, right? They're going to pay him. They're going to pay him. Fancy K said, that's pretty good. Don't accept the apology if you don't feel like you should. Also, don't give an apology that you don't sincerely feel apologetic. That part. Motherfuckers be apologizing. You can see all over their face that they don't mean it. You be like this. Or the apology that's like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I hurt your feelings. No, bitch, fuck you. You know? Sai said, reply, oh, hey, Juanita. Oh, Zen said, please do not support Sheen. Damn, Zen. Damn, Zen. But all of these artists, if y'all look on IG and Facebook, everybody's stealing from everybody. Somebody was advertising that ponytail clip thing that you put in your hair and you clip up your ponytail. And they said, oh, we came out with this design, this plastic clip that clips the ponytail. I commented, I said, Goody, Goody, which is a hair supply company that makes barrettes and shit. I said, Goody's been making that hair clip since I was a little girl. I've been seeing that hair clip. That ain't the fuck new. People go on Fever or whatever you call it, find manufacturers in these warehouses, make these designs, and a lot of companies are making the same shit, right? That's why I say protect your property. If you have artwork that you care about and you sell it, unfortunately, you're going to have to spend the money to protect your property. I've had the experience and I spent thousands, okay, thousands to protect my property. It is costly. Okay. Sai said, first of all, I accept apologies that I feel are genuine. And I come from someone who truly feels remorse. And wait, First of all, I accept apologies that I feel are genuine and come from someone who truly feels remorse. And sometimes I don't accept an apology because folks apologize for their relief. I was just saying, their feelings, not for me. Exactly. So they can fucking sleep at night. Right? So they can fucking sleep at night. Ghost said he must have owed somebody money to be having Granny smuggle drugs. Probably, Ghost. You're probably right. That's probably how he was surviving in there. You know, jail is ruthless. You know, they prey on the weak. All right. And so, yeah, probably. Um, Cheryl Lee said a true apology comes with contritions. Then the person owed the apology is definitely within their right as to whether, when, how, and if they'll accept it. Trauma and shadow work is real. It is. Trauma and shadow work is real. Y'all don't know. Well, some of y'all know because this is what the fuck we on Coffee with Friends for. How many of us talk about the trauma that we have? And people expect to say sorry and erase the hurt that what they did has caused on you. Sometimes the sorry isn't enough. Sometimes it takes time. And y'all have to not be weird. Give people time. And maybe they will genuinely accept your apology. And people, stop saying I accept your apology when deep down inside you're really saying fuck you. Be honest with yourself and be honest with them so that there's accountability. Right? And if you don't feel comfortable saying I don't accept your apology, just don't say nothing. Just let them apologize. And unpack that shit for yourself the way you need to unpack it. Not how your friends tell you to unpack it. Not how your coworkers tell you to unpack it. Not how your neighbors tell you to unpack it. Sit with yourself and decide how you are going to handle that situation going forward. Amazon 46 Triple D said, why do people do that? They ask, they apologize, and then they ask you if you accept it. If you say no, they catch an attitude. Because again, back to what Sai Abdullah said, they're doing it for them, not for you. Period. Okay. Amazon 46 Triple D said, and the clothes that shame aren't even good. That material sucks. The fit sucks. I'm not particularly sure why people even patronize. Just because it's cheap don't make it good. I patronize Sheen. I do. I didn't know they steal people's designs, but I'm not surprised, right? I would imagine Fashion Nova does the same thing, right? Um, a lot of these designers, Swank, Posh, all these companies that are out there on social media are doing the same thing, right? And so I have patronized Sheen. Right now on my bed behind me, I got a bunch of Sheen packages right now that's sitting there because I was patronizing them. I was, you know, but that's so crazy. And it is crazy. I am dissenter about what they did was. So Zen, what did your friend do once they realized that Sheen took their designs? What did they do? Because when you have a company and you're making items and you're designing, you know, my advice to you is, one, lessons learned. This is for the company owners that are out there selling garments, right? If you have artwork or designs that you are coming up with, this is what I've learned in running my business. One, any artwork that's created for you by an artist, right? You need to have them once you pay them and you are doing transfer of ownership from the artist to you, right? Because he is giving the artwork to you. It's more than just paying him for the artwork. So if he charged you $1,000 or however much for the art, right? When he gives you the art, he also has to give you ownership paperwork. Paperwork that says, I, the artist, there's forms out there. You should call your lawyer or Google it, right? But there are forms out there that's transfer of ownership of artwork. that you need to get from your graphic artist. If you do not have this paperwork, I don't give a fuck that you have a t-shirt with artwork on it. The artwork is not yours. The only thing you have is a t-shirt with the artwork on it, but the artist will forever own the artwork unless you get the paperwork from the artist stating, I am transferring ownership of this artwork to Robin A. White, aka Raw to the Bone, who now owns this artwork, and she owns copyright and trademark entitlements to this artwork. You have to have the paperwork. If you had just have it on your t-shirt and you just paid the man $1,000 and you went on about your business and you don't have the artwork, he owned the artwork, and he could take that artwork and he could sell it to Shein, he could sell it to Fashion Nova, he could sell it to Macy's, he could sell it to wherever. And then you will be sitting here looking like Bubba the Fool. I had to learn that. I learned that the hard way. So anything that y'all see me selling, for the most part, I have paperwork on. So if I see anybody else out there with the shit, I'm going to be like, what? Zen said they tried to approach them and let them know they didn't care. You can search the large number of designers on TikTok and Insta who have had their designs stolen by Shein. I believe it. Fashion Nova does the same thing. I believe it. But Zen, let's talk about this. Chinese people been doing this for years. Right? They had to shut the whole Chinatown down because of all the fake purses, right? They've been stealing. This ain't never going to end, right? They are so large now. They basically think their dick is the biggest and don't give a shit how it impacts or affects other people, which is the sad part. Right? Which is the sad part. It hurts my feelings because now I got to sit here and decide if I'm going to still support them. And I love their asses. I mean, for me, as I got older, the importance of having a $500 dress is not important to me anymore. You know, my shoes and my pocketbook still is important to me, right? Because my feet, I don't fuck with my feet. We talk about my feet all the time. I don't fuck with my feet. My toes still look pretty. I don't got no bunions, no corns, and my feet are not rough. They're soft like butter. I don't fuck with my feet. Okay. I have to have good shoes, right? And a cute bag, right? But my dress could be $20. True story. And it'd be $20 from Shein or $20 from Fashion Nova or one of these little stores. Okay. And then I throw the shit to the side and I move on. No hurt feelings. Theo said, I really can't get with that accepting apology thing. If I'm good with you, you will know. An apology doesn't mean reconciliation. Let's hang here. An apology doesn't mean reconciliation. An apology doesn't mean reconciliation. So how I move with you going forward would let you know how and if I accept it. That part. That part. Interior say, yeah, I patronize Shein as well, but I can be persuaded not to. I also see how Shein is coming after She by Sheree, accusing her of stealing their designs. The irony, right? Yeah. She by Sheree, but She by Sheree, come on now. She by Sheree can't really accuse, in my opinion, Shein for stealing her designs when Shein has been selling them already, and She by Sheree has not sold anything. So, you know, She by Sheree, I mean, I'm looking at her a little bit side eye right now. I mean, especially when all her t-shirts are $142 and she has her face on a t-shirt where it says, who gonna check me, boo? First of all, who gonna check me, boo? That phrase went out how many years ago? And why would you iron on your face onto a shirt with who gonna check me, boo? As if somebody's gonna pay $142 for that, right? And then when I looked at that, I said, damn it. If they pay $142 for that fucking t-shirt, I'm just gonna go in my closet and take all my shit and just give my shit to Salvation Army. Cause I'm like, what the fuck? People come on my website and they be, and I know, I've heard it. Oh my God, the price is a little bit expensive. The price is a bit pricey. Really? But she by Sheree can iron her face on a t-shirt and charge $142. She could take a t-shirt. Somebody said she got an expensive pre-cut machine. All right. Because I'm like, you selling t-shirts for $142. I'm selling t-shirts for $25 and motherfuckers are complaining. Like, I'm confused. Now I do got some t-shirts on there that are $50 and above, right? Depending on how much work goes into the shit. I'm just saying. But these are things that's good to know. Who are we supporting behind the scenes? Mm. She by Sheree is still in business. I don't know. I don't know, Zen, if that's considered still in business. But yeah, she's still talking about her line, She by Sheree. And the funny shit is she put her shit up there for sale. And then I heard when you go to her website, the shit is empty. Cause somebody said, what the fuck? She ain't ironing none of her t-shirts. Motherfuckers are modeling her shit all wrinkled and shit. And you charging $142. She got the same sweatsuits, right? Or yoga outfits that Sheen has, that Sheen is probably selling for $13 or $20. She by Sheree is selling her shit for $262. You see why motherfuckers go to Sheen? Because we now I understand She by Sheree don't have a whole website, a whole warehouse, right, of people working for her for 50 cents an hour. I get it, because I'm a business that don't get the big discounts either. And that's why the prices are a little bit steep on my stuff, right? But anything that I sell, I wear. So I mean, I'm not selling y'all nothing that I'm not wearing. Okay. So my whole thing is $142. Interior Roots said the website is down. Yep. Somebody said she must have got some feedback and motherfuckers was probably like, are you fucking crazy? And all of a sudden now her website is down. I'm dead. You said, is her business still in business? If that's what you want to call it. She ain't sold shit yet. Okay. Zen said the website says now, though we could not accommodate all visitors, we are excited to refresh and relaunch very soon. Right. But she just launched. She just launched her line. And motherfuckers probably said, no, she by Sheree. No. And then she took her shit down. How many years are we going to go through this? This is hilarious. Okay. Okay, this is hilarious. But anyway, listen, I understand that business is hard. So She by Sheree, I wish you well. I do. Right. I understand it's hard. It's hard out here on the boulevard. We're all trying to make money and you trying to pay for that house. And I get it. All right. I wish you nothing but luck. But damn it, I will not be buying a $142 t-shirt. And with that said, y'all know the link is in my bio, y'all. Make sure you are following me across all my platforms: Facebook, IG, YouTube, Facebook. Did I say Facebook? I said Facebook, IG. Oh, TikTok. YouTube. When you go to YouTube, make sure you subscribe and you hit the bell so you know when I'm going live. Next week, reminder, next week I'm on vacation from work, right? But I have grandmother duty, so I'll be having my grandson Chunk here for the week as his mom is on her honeymoon. And so the time of my show is going to have to move to 9 a.m. Can y'all put that on your calendars? Reminder, 9 a.m. Coffee with Friends next week. Because I have to get him to school by 8:30 and then get back home and get settled. So next week, 9 a.m., Coffee with Friends. If you're not able to join, I understand that because you have schedules, you have jobs, you have things that you need to do. I get it. Hopefully you can catch the replay. All right. And so with that, y'all, you know what I say. Love up on your brothers and sisters. This is Freestyle Friday. The weekend is coming. Be safe, y'all. Because last night, Mother and I was sitting on the couch playing cards. And baby, there was a big ass shootout here. I'm telling you, I'm about to Google shootout in Hackensack last night. Because I know some shit went down last night. We kept hearing these gunshots. And I'm like, we're in September. We're nowhere near July. And that does not sound like firecrackers. All right. And so I don't care what neighborhood you live in. It happens. All right. So be safe out there this weekend. All right. Love up on your brothers and sisters and continue to heal. Right. And support a sister. Go to my website. Look around. If you buy something, I appreciate you. If you don't, I still appreciate you. Share the website out. There's all ways to support me. Invite people to the show. Share my videos out. All right. Participate in the show. Send me topics. All right. Send me questions, testimonies, anything. That's support. Right? We can support each other in many, many ways. I appreciate you, motherfuckers. I do. This is Freestyle Friday and Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Zen says She by Sheree launched her line like years ago. No, I mean, she was talking about it. She never launched it. She been talking about it for many, many years, but she never launched it. We keep hearing that it's going to be launched. And every time she get ready to launch, this happens. But anyway, y'all, it is what it is. It's hard out here in the boulevard for people, but you know what I say? Even when you feel what? Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Hey, go, 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 y'all, and have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy yourselves. And remember to join Coffee with Friends back on Monday, 9 a.m. next week, y'all. I'm going to advertise that shit so that y'all remember 9 a.m. next week. All right. And remember, we talked about apologies. You don't have to accept everybody's apology. Do it if you feel it's authentic, organic, genuine. If you don't mean that shit, don't accept it. Fuck that. This world is weird. ET, come get me. But in the meantime, between time, this is Coffee with Friends, and I'm raw to the bone. Hey, even when you feel low, you can. Hey. What? I never answer to no, man. I still go, 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 go. And with that, y'all, I'm out. This is Raw to the Bone. Peace. Gone for now, but never forever. Hey.